Dab. Yes.
One day as I did dab they go. Now I see my neighbor on top electric pole. Don't be hammer you hold so.
Before, so
Climb every day. Come on electric bill. You not gree pay.
wetin concern you for there? Abeg you, come over here.
Okay, oh. I don't talk my own. As I dab reach house. Yay! Fire! Fire! My brand new flat screen.
Hold up.
Wetin concern you for there? Abeg you, come over here.
Government property, na my property. If you don't come down now, I go report.
No be only report. Na report card.
Dab. Yes.
Welcome to News on the Hour, coming to you from the studios of New Frontiers Television. My name is Adiola Adegoke. The president of Christian Association of Nigeria, Reverend Dr. Olashukbo Ayokole, has said that the Fulani herdsmen on rampage in Nigeria cannot hold the country to ransom. Ayokole, who said this in Ado-Ekiti at the centenary anniversary of the First Baptist Church, Ado-Ekiti, stated that the federal government has to intervene before the situation turns into war, adding that no ethnic group has the monopoly of violence. The current president noted that the statement is not about declaring war against an ethnic group, but that no ethnic group should be allowed to terrorize other ethnic groups. President Muhammadu Buhari has said the government swapped the 82 Chibok girls for Boko Haram suspects. This was included in a statement made by spokesperson Malam Garba Shehu. Although it did not provide the number or names of the Boko Haram suspects swapped for the children, Shehu said the president was kept abreast of every negotiation and operation that led to the release of the girls. He said President Muhammadu Buhari expresses his deep gratitude to all who played a part in ensuring the success of this operation: the security agencies, the military, the government of Switzerland, the International Committee of the Red Cross, and local and international NGOs. President Muhammadu Buhari, after receiving the 82 Chibok girls who were released from captivity on Saturday, left Sunday night for London, the British capital, for further consultations with his doctors, in keeping with his statement last March that he would have to return to the United Kingdom for a follow-up on his medical treatment. With the president's departure, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo will take charge of the country's affairs from today as the acting president. Before his departure, however, Senator Buhari tweeted pictures of himself, Osinbajo, Senate President, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and his Chief of Staff at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The presidential spokesman, Mr. Femi Adesina, said the president had transmitted his letter of departure to the National Assembly in accordance with Section 145 of the Constitution. In Benue State, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, has been urged to give a top priority to the security of the state by giving quick assent to the anti-grazing bill passed last week by the state's House of Assembly. Speaking on behalf of the group in Lagos, the President General of Mutual Union of TIF, Lagos State Chapter, President Andowarse Kajo, in a speech of handing over ceremony of the association, made a passionate appeal to the governor to put a stop to the lingering crisis affecting the state and our people, adding that the governor's efforts in the area of infrastructure development is commendable. He, however, commended the government's efforts in the area of infrastructure and urged that His Excellency accelerate the anti-grazing bill by giving it quick action. The Lagos State government has said a new master plan for the Agbo Iketu area is ready with other development plans. The Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Rafiu Anifowoshe, said the plan included the ongoing expansion of some streets, assuring residents that demolition for the expansion will be done with a human face. The commissioner, who spoke alongside the acting commissioner for transportation, Anofiu Elegushi, at a stakeholder forum, explained that the government plans to brief residents regularly on projects in the area. The governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, has asked public servants to improve on their efficiency to boost service delivery in the state. Ambode urged the workers to be diligent in their duties in order to build a creative and globally competitive public service. The governor spoke at an exhibition by public servants in the state as part of activities marking the Lagos at 50 celebration. Ambode said the public service must accept the reality that the only yardstick to measure its relevance is how well it satisfies the expectation of the citizenry in the way and manner that the public service is delivered. Former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mohammed Adoke, has expressed fears that many homes will be invaded by hoodlums pretending to be security operatives if the whistleblowing policy of the federal government was not properly monitored. His statement came against the backdrop of last month's invasion of his Kano's home by operatives of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in search of documents believed to be incriminating, as well as invasion of the home of his younger brother Bashir Adoke by gunmen in Kogi. Adoke reiterated that the gunmen were aggrieved individuals bent on settling scores with him because he did not serve their interests while in office. We'll take a break and we'll return with more news from the national news scene. You're still watching News on the Hour Committee from the studios of New Frontiers Television. In Bayelsa State, the payment of April salaries to primary school teachers in Bayelsa has averted a planned 3-day warning strike by teachers in the state. The state chapter of the Nigerian Union of Teachers had planned to proceed on a warning strike to press for payments of up to 7 months' salary arrears. Agatha Goma, Bayelsa Commissioner for Local Government Administration, on Sunday said that the ministry had met with the teachers' union to avert the strike. Ms. Goma commended the primary school teachers for their patience and assured that the state government would implement all agreements reached with their union. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities on Sunday announced the expulsion of 13 of its members in the University of Uyo chapter for allegedly contravening the association's constitution. The national president, Samson Igwoke, disclosed this on the sideline of the 57th quarterly zonal meeting of the Union of Western Zone held at the Lagos State University. Mr. Ogwese said the expulsion took effect from May 2. According to him, the members were expelled for disrespecting the association's constitution and for giving the school authorities of the university false information about SANU. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has said passengers who attack airline officials will henceforth face criminal charges. It stated that passengers were not expected to take the law into their own hands when there were operational hiccups capable of truncating air services. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, in a statement signed by its General Manager, Corporate Affairs, Mr. Sam Adurogboye, said that the warning became necessary due to reports from some of the nation's airports about brutal attack on airline officials, adding that the attacks were embarrassing and discourteous to the affected officials. It added that operating airlines must, however, uphold the condition of carriage and contract on each passenger's tickets at all times. The Commissioner, Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Akinyemi Ashade, has said the Lagos State government spent the sum of 291 billion naira on infrastructural development projects in the 2016 fiscal year. Ashade polled the budget's performance for 2016 at 80% with a total revenue of 436.282 billion naira. He stated that the total internally generated revenue and capital expenditure ratio were 312.830 billion naira and 55-45 ratio respectively. The commissioner stated this while giving the account of stewardship of his ministry activities and achievements in the last 1 year. He listed some of the projects as the completion and commissioning of 114 roads in partnership with the local government and local council development areas, the construction of overhead flyover bridge at Abule Egba and Aja, removal of 6 roundabouts along Lekki Ekpe Express axis and replacing them with traffic lights alternation system, bus rapid transport garage in Ikeja, among others. On that note, we'll wrap up News on the Hour coming to you from the studios of New Frontiers Television. My name is Adiola Adegoke. Good afternoon.